All right, everyone, we have Dimitri Trice here. We will start with Meech. We will also have Brad Davison and head coach Greg Gard. If you have a question for Mr. Dimitri Trice, please let me know in the chat. Jim Posing, can we go ahead and start with you?
Dimitri, with senior day, got me?
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, okay. With senior day coming up, I know this is kind of a complicated question, but what do you think the legacy of this group of seniors is?
Oh, man. Well, for one, we want to go down as winners. And to finish out this year strong, we'll definitely be the icing on the cake of that and just show the testimony of what we've been through. And I know this freshman class with Brad and Nate and who else was, well, Kobe was in that class. Didn't start off as strong, but coming into now seniors, hopefully we go out as winners, and that's our plan for the rest of the season.
Jeff Patrikas, let's go to you next.
Yeah, Mitch, after the game the other day, Micah mentioned that he first described it as a team realization, and then he acknowledged that you guys got together and chatted a little bit after the Iowa loss. What did you guys need to just get off your chest or bounce off each other that you felt you guys needed to get together and talk?
We just knew that we were in a place with our backs against the walls, really. And we knew that we needed to talk amongst each other and really, really focus on what we needed to do to turn the season around late. And we knew that we have a lot of chances here late with really good teams and some ranked teams and some quality wins to end the regular season strong, but also have some momentum going into the Big Ten tourney and hopefully getting a 1 through 4 seed in the Big Ten tournament. And then using that momentum to carry on into the NCAA tournament. So we just had to talk a little bit amongst each other and figure out some things inside and stay connected as a group. So hopefully we can use that momentum that we had last game and played really well to carry on to Saturday.
Josh Schaefer, you want to go next?
Meech, I'm sure I don't know if you've gone back and watched the first Illinois game yet, or if what you remember from when you watched it after the game, but just what stuck out to you about what sort of you guys did wrong that you felt like was fixable and is something that kind of popped off as an easy fix headed into this game?
Well, for one, I don't think that we'll shoot as poorly as we did. I definitely feel like guys are starting to get a little bit more confidence. Numbers are starting to rise over the last couple of games for a few players, so I think that's going to be key. But I think defensively, I think we finally found our niche and where we can click, and we know the mistakes we did make in the Illinois game, and we knew that Kofi and Io were going to be main focus and focal points for our team, and we didn't do a good job of making them uncomfortable, and they got a little bit too comfortable throughout the whole entire game. So just taking them two out of the game will be definitely something in the back of our minds, but we know that we have to play team defense and bring it for a full 40 minutes.
Raul Vasquez, go to you next.
Hey, Dimitri, kind of going back to this group specifically, wanted to ask about how you describe the bond you guys have, and if there's any cool stories, whether it be on the road or after a game or after a win, or just kind of any stories describing the bond you guys have.
There's no specific stories that I can think of with this group, but this is one of the most together groups that I've ever been a part of on the team. As far as being connected on and off the court, I think that this group truly and genuinely loves each other, and we want the best for each other. We continually communicate off the court, especially on the court. You can hear us now with no fans, but I just think that this is an amazing group, a courageous group, and it takes a lot because a lot of the guys that are now seniors have been through a lot of different things, whether that's through social media or through different coaching changes or bringing in other guys. It's been tough. So I got to tip my hat to my guys, to the fellow seniors who they've been through a lot, and hopefully we go out with a bang.
Let's go to Darius Joshua next. Darius?
Hey, Dimitri, I'm having some connection issues, so let me know if you can hear me.
Yep, I can.
Okay, great. So kind of following up with that, you talked about everything you've been through. I wonder if you could take me back to March 12th of last year. You guys are in Indianapolis getting ready to play the Big Ten tournament, and obviously everything sort of changes that morning when the Big Ten sort of cancels the tournament. Kind of take me back to what that scramble was like that day.
Yeah, so we were actually about to have practice here, and then we were going to take off to Indiana, and then I believe play the next day. But yeah, we were about to have practice here around noon, I think it was, and we got the call right before practice that the Big Ten tournament was canceled, and most likely the NCAA tournament was canceled. So with that information, we kind of had a team meeting right before practice, and they told us, and from then on, everybody kind of started packing up stuff to go home, really, I guess, because we knew that everything was going to be canceled, and we wanted to get some time with our family, and we knew that there wasn't really going to be a rest of the season. So it was tough, definitely, with the stretch that we had at the end of the last year. But I mean, we can't really change that. We can only look forward to the future. So hopefully we can build on our last win at Northwestern and hopefully take down these next 3 teams and get some momentum into the tournaments.
And a quick follow-up.
Go ahead, Derek.
A quick follow-up to that. Now, fast-forwarding a year later, you've gone through a season. You're wearing masks. There's no fans that you mentioned. Kind of, have you learned anything about yourself, your teammates, just kind of the approach you had to go through and to get through the season to now get to this point and obviously get ready for the Big Ten tournament as well?
Yeah, it definitely shows our resilience. I think that it's been tough because we can't go do all the normal things that we like to do as a team, whether that's hanging out at somebody's place all the time or getting together and going to eat or simple things like that we were able to do last year but can't do this year, obviously, with COVID and things. So it just shows that how well put together this team is, and it'll be part of our testimony at the end of this journey.
Time for a couple more here. George Blackgy.
Yeah, Dimitri, and building off both of what Darius just asked you, is there a different perspective you have this year heading into the span of the season? Because if we go back a year ago, you guys are the hottest team in the country, getting ready for the Big Ten tournament. It got ripped from you. As you prepare for this stretch, does it kind of feel surreal? Like, hey, this is the March we didn't get last year. We're about to get it. Let's make it count.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with this past week of just talking to the coaches and the players, I think that we feel that momentum shifting in the right direction. And I think that we're going to go on a roll here soon, and I think that this is the game to do it. It's got to be now if we're going to make any type of push into the Big Ten tournament and carry that momentum into the NCAA tournament. So I think that we got the guys with it. The coaches are ready for it. So I think that we're just taking it one day at a time, and we're going to just continually to get better.
Time for one more here for Meach, and then Brad Davison is ready on deck. Carlos, let's go to you.
Yeah, you talked about making Io and Coburn uncomfortable. What can you specifically do to take them off their rhythm on Saturday?
Honestly, I think ball pressure needs to be better all around. And obviously, they're 2 really good players, and they have really good players around them, and they're well coached. But we just got to continue to try to take them out of their game, whether that's in their ball screens, just apply the pressure and put them on their heels rather than them attacking us.
All right. Thanks, Meach.